Hello, everyone. So this is what we're doing today. We're first making another model, and this is slightly more big picture. So the models that we've done before have been kind of microscopic, and now we're going to take a look at big picture here. So this is what the model looks like. And these are all a little bit different than I normally would have done because Jamboard no longer exists. So bear with me if it's a little wonky. But basically, you'll see an image here, and these are movable, these pieces here. So I've added 3 pieces on here that you can move wherever you'd like. And you're going to use those 3 icons to try to explain or try to connect how foam glass is related to extraction and waste. So, resource extraction is a fancy word for when we're taking things from Earth. And then pollution is waste, and pollution and waste is when we're like kind of putting things back into Earth that maybe are not the same quality as they were. Landfills and things like that. And then innovation is creating new things. So, what do you think? And again, this is an initial model. What do you think these things, how do you think they connect to foam glass? So, you can move these around wherever you'd like. And then you can add things like text boxes to describe. You can add arrows to connect, but you want to explain these. Okay. Remember to that's key here. I've already given you these images, and like just sticking this where you think it belongs, for example, doesn't mean anything if I'm not explaining it. If I think there's going to be innovation with the sun or something like that, then I would want to explain that. Oh, this is happening to the sun, or humans are doing this with the sun, and that's innovation. Okay. And then connect it to phones. So as long as you have explanations for these little documents, these little boxes here, and you are connecting it to phone glass, you'll be good on your initial model here. And then after you're done with that, so don't spend too much time on this, just a couple minutes, then you're going to be working on an activity in your table groups. And this is what that'll look like. You guys will have the hard copies of these. So you're going to get a pile of cards that have information on them. For example, S, sulfur, it shows you its atomic mass, some descriptions about what that is, and then compounds it forms. And you are going to try to organize these cards in the best way possible. Now, what we're looking for is not just a linear organization, right? So, like, we don't just want kind of the alphabet, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G is like one line, right? Numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's one line. You want to try to come up with more than one level of organization, but you're going to play around with it. If I'm there, I'm going to have you struggle for a while. If I'm not there, I will guide the sub in terms of how to or what to do. But you're going to try to organize these in your groups. You may not use any electronics for this, okay? I know that some of you guys had a middle school teacher that said, memorize this, and you're all like, but if you can't say why you're putting them in the order that you're putting them, then that's not going to make sense, because that's not something that at some point someone organized these elements. And so we're trying to figure out how they did that. So that's going to be the primary activity today. You may get to the point where me or the other teacher says, you're good to go. You can start the online activity, but realistically, probably not on day 1. So just know that. So that's all you're doing today. You're starting this resource extraction. You're going to start organizing your cards, and that's pretty much what you'll get through today.